Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Underground Security Inc. Last time I made an error and we died. I'm still not convinced that we would have actually made it through without dying. If I had flipped the crossbow around the appropriate direction, maybe it would have made a difference, but the guy still had like 200 some health, so I don't know if it would have actually stopped him, but it would have made me feel better about it anyway. I think we go back to our goblinoid roots and go goblinoid plus occultist? Who has the pushing... The spear pusher. Does nobody have a spear pusher? Maybe I imagine that. Aha! The undead have it. The thing is, I like that the goblins have multiple ways of upgrading things with the greenling or the goblin. But I suppose so do the undead here. Because these guys are identical, the goblins and the skeletons, and then you have a ghoul who's actually a rainbow instead of just an upgrade guy. And then you have another digger with the undead hound. And then you could go crazy with the goblin upgrades. Although then what's the point if you don't have the occult people? Summon a skeleton. Okay, let's try this. Let's mix it up, try undead with occult. We'll still run it back on veteran. And we have one more point we could use. Rerolls are free, would be kind of cool. Start with more money. I still don't really use the mines all that much. And then we can't use either of these without undoing some stuff. Although, we do have a lot of mechanical buildings with the spear, the spike trap and the spear extender. And then if we got like if we got one of the crossbows, I think let's just go with a little extra money. That's fine. I'll think about the upgrades off camera and maybe be like, you know, 10 more damage on all mechanical buildings would be pretty good. Perhaps. All right, what are we doing here? We already got spike trap. What does empowered mean? Attacks recharge a random spell. I do like the mausoleum a lot. The thing is, it might be difficult to build the dang thing because you need 4 purple in one draw, and that seems unlikely. But of all the things, 15 damage? How does that compare to the spear gun? That's 20 damage. Take damage if pushed into a blocking building or a rock. It's cheap though. It's only one point. All right, let's try the pushing block. Let's try it. Who knows, man? All right, and our spell. What do we get? Rain of Arrows is good early. I don't like Summon Demon Prince. Bounty is interesting. I think we could try Bounty and like just juice up the early heroes and try to pivot that into more gold, maybe? Are you, sir? Put you there? So I'm coming to the conclusion, rightly or wrongly, that I think it's very important to have, to dig out paths that make the heroes go further away from the target. So let's try to make that a reality. When deployed, draw a random undead minion. Okay, we have a couple undead dude, or one undead dude actually. So maybe we would like to draw him back actually. When deployed. So place him. We've summoned another skeleton, which means we can throw out even more cursed plinths, which is great. And then you. I'm gonna put down a spear trap. And summon that bad boy. All right, I think we're ready. How much HP you got? 93? Do we want to give you 25 more? Maybe you start taking damage and then we'll see. Let's see how this go. It makes me nervous that we don't have any like I think the fact that our ghoul has way more HP than you, I'm comfortable juicing him to get more money out of that. Yeah, I feel good about that. Gain money or a random event? Let's try a random event early. Random events can be kind of interesting. I've done one. Your minions have unearthed the remains of a great skeletal serpent. Some necrotic magic would go a long way to reanimate the remains of dungeon defense. We could also utilize the digging prowess of its huge fangs. We could give a minion mine or building plans for the snake nest. An untargetable serpent moves to each snake nest in priority order. Each snake nest adds to the total length and damage of the serpent. I have to try that. That is so weird. So what? An untargetable serpent. So is this kind of like the laser beam in that you want to like build a snake that moves through where the heroes are walking? Is that correct? Do I understand the task at hand? Here, we're gonna start digging out this way, and then ideally we can just dig out and make them go around that direction eventually. Now the Tome Keeper, I'm gonna summon your butt here. Maybe back here actually. Go another spear gun, and then another cursed plinth. And we're just going to town on these fools. How much you got? 68? 281. Oh my god. And he summons boys. I hate that. Oh my god. Is there a way to tell your buildings to shoot at the right enemy? That would be nice. Now I know that guy got juiced, so I shouldn't be too upset about losing that run. All right, let's pick a good guy. Level 4 Vampire Lord. Transforms into a vampire bat. First time assigned each night, draw a minion. And attacks equal 100%. Oh, heal 100% of damage dealt. Okay, I think the Vampire Lord level 4, with Vampirism level 4, is too good to pass up. That is really strong. So first time assigned, draw a minion. Good. Now, we can build a snake. I do want to dig out a little further. What are you? Ice. Interesting. So we need at least 2 more diggers to be able to get through there. Vampire Lord? Aren't you supposed to draw a minion? Or was that assigned? When deployed, transform into back into original minion. When assigned, each spawn building gains ammo. I'm confused. Weren't you supposed to draw a minion? I'm confused. An untargetable serpent moves to each snake nest in priority order. Moves to. I guess we're gonna put you here just for now. I don't quite understand. You're priority 1. Good to know. You have a lot of health. So you guys regenerate health over time. Hopefully we can kill you before you get too out of hand. Ah, I see. The serpent is doing a thing. Dude, the Vampire Lord is so strong. He attacks very slowly, but he's healing himself so much. He's so good. We destroyed a legendary upgrade. That's crazy. Select a minion to gain more digging would be great. Replace all digging with rainbow is also interesting to me. You already have 2 digging? Okay, hold the phone. Who am I most interested in being able to dig more? I suppose you guys being able to dig as well, and then upgrade this boy so he's got double rainbow instead of just 2 digging. That guy's all of a sudden super useful. It's like you could instantly upgrade the snake nest. That's great. When deployed, draw a random undead minion. Good. It would just be this skeleton guy. So actually what I think I should do is I should play you like this, upgrade, and then hope we get the skeleton when deployed. Wrong skeleton, you jackasses. I didn't mean it, I'm sorry. I just said it was, I thought it was funny. And that's why I said it. Oh, welcome to my life. So this is tricky now. So we've appropriately started guiding them this direction. Let's throw a wall in here so they have to step over the spike trap. And then what do we do? I think we throw down a gate, slow them down. You guys are kind of far away. Oh, you know what we should do? Move these guys over here. And then move the gate closer so the heroes get slowed down when they're trying to move past. And then you would do a level of stun, actually, which is cool. And then we could move you so both of you stun when you go off. And then we have two builders. I think you go spear extender in that space there. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then spear extender here. And then when they get stunned, they get stabbed like crazy. And then you, sir, you get rotated. Like that. There, better. And then you go here. I actually don't want you to survive necessarily because I want to use your ability when you're deployed. Is there any... we could put more gates to slow you down. Right there. And then move you and put another wall and then another... Oop, another gate. Good. And then... no reason they have to just, like, be able to rush on through to the... to the chest if we can stop them. Oop. There we go. Much better. Would that have made a difference with the last hero battle? I'm not sure. I'm excited to try this snake, though, once we get enough dudes to go for it. Okay, that spear did good work. And this guy's toast. He hasn't even encountered our mobs yet. Goodbye, sir. I should have used the bounty contract. What was I thinking? Do I want to retire a guy? No, I think I want to retire or gain a better spell. Stun is awesome. Stack of burn. I think stun. 5 damage and stun. And then maybe we can start upgrading our spells. More digging. More digging does interest me. But we do have the option to build our snake trail. So let's build you out like this. And then I think the way this works is, yeah, it goes back and forth. That's awesome. Now, where would we like to dig further? I think this way. Nice. Fire and stun. Cool. And then we'll dig around in the other direction. At the same time, I think we just keep upgrading our snake nest. So now you do 4 damage, you do 4 damage. And then 1 upgrade on this cursed plinth. So it just shoots like crazy. All right, I'm pretty pleased with how this is going. I want to see how this snake do. Look at it! Get snaked! And he's going back! The snake is so cool. I'm so glad I picked that. This is the lesson to you children, is always pick the thing that seems the most interesting, because you never know how cool it's gonna be. And then if it's not cool, you just never pick it again at the next time. At the start of a night phase, draw deployed minions with Eternal back into your hand. I don't know if I have any minions with Eternal. Oh, wait. Oh, so the guys who are next to our obelisk or whatever it's called would get drawn back into our hands so we can redeploy them. So if they had deployment bonuses, you could make use of that. That's kind of cool. I do like this. When a hero is defeated, nearby minions gain health. No, we're never gonna use that one. When a hero with burn receives an attack, a nearby hero also gains burn. I think let's go Song of Roland. That sounds interesting because early on it'll allow us to get more and more heroes, or not heroes necessarily, but more and more. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You need to move. Sorry, I got distracted. It'll give us more ability to... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I lost my train of thought entirely. I was distracted by digging out this new thing. So we can't build a thing here. And I don't really want to because you're positioned like perfectly. More spikes do make a lot of sense here because any spikes we build in this zone are gonna either light people on fire or stun them. So that does seem really good. Oh, I think I was making a point about the Song of Roland, where it's like when you get, because we got that early, the more heroes our monsters kill, the more health they're gonna get just over time. And that just seems good, like long term. All right, we are out of plinths to fire. So I think it's fine to play you guys like this, and then the Tome Keeper gives me... When a minion is defeated, gains slow. That actually seems perfectly legitimate. Now, the snake is doing his path perfectly. I don't know why you would ever build more than 2 snake nests. Does that make sense? Unless you could make them separate from each other, perhaps. I don't know. Because, like, we have this perfect trail where it goes... I guess you could build another set of snake nests where it would go from, like, here to here, and then if you had a different hero thing shooting from over there, he could come over there, too. I don't know. I'm just trying to justify it. Because I don't think I'm going to build more than 2. I would just continue to upgrade the one set. Go, Super Snake. I guess he gets longer with the more nests that you build. Jeez, he just deleted it, all of them. Now, Sir Magnus is tanky as hell. But the fact that we're stunning him with every one of these shots seems awesome. Here, let's speed it up, because this could take a long time. He's got so much HP. And the snake can only do so much damage to him. Alright, he's almost down to half HP. Jeez, he just blasted our guy. It's a titanic struggle between 2 monsters. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, he's blasting him away, and I thought he was going to let him run. Hippias Minor. Cost an additional skill level, but start at level 2. When a magical building is constructed, all magical buildings gain damage. I wish I would have had that before I built all of my other things. All aiming buildings shoot an additional projectile, but have increased cooldown. That seems really good. How do I know if they're aiming or not? Aiming. Mechanical, magical. Blocking. This could be great, but only if our projectile boys, the magical ones, count as aiming, and I don't know if they do. After 3 gates have been opened each phase, summon the minion with the highest health from the crypt to the chest. I think let's try this one. At the very least, if it doesn't work out for us, we can utilize it with future towers, maybe. Look at this, so many thieves coming our way. All right, what we got? Give me some aiming things. Give me a crossbow. That's not it. The summoning circle does interest me a little bit. Yes! More cursed plinths! We're gonna just bombard people with plinths. No! This is terrible! Oh wait, hold on. We can just build a wall. Fear not. Ta-da! So yeah, we'll just funnel everybody into the existing monster dungeon and then it'll be great. Part of me thinks like we could start digging out this way and forcing people to go around and through. But I'm interested in forcing people like out and around this way too. I think let's do that. So 1, 2, that gets us some money. And then another snake nest, mayhaps. What if I swap you 2 around? Does this make sense? So like, start at 1, go to 2, go to 3 once it's built. Is that how you work? Yes. It is. Okay. And then a block pusher, maybe? Like here? I just force you backwards? Is that how that works? All tiles in range are blocked. All right, I don't want you then. I don't know what to do with you. I regret taking you. Oh, boy. Well, we can start throwing even more cursed plinths out here. We'll never regret that. And then... you know what? Let's just hold on to you for a sec. Can I put a gate over that? No, I can't. Would have been cool if I could. But alas. What we can do, though, is we can just slow the crap out of these guys back here. Just because. Like, that'll make it easier for our people to demolish the first group of heroes as these guys are, like, finding their way through the catacombs, essentially, is my thought process there. All right, let's rock these fools. All right, upgrade this bozo back here with a bounty because he's all alone. Dude, the snake inflicting burn is fantastic news. That guy's life is over. They didn't even make it to our mobs. I don't think there's a minion I really want to retire, so I'm cool with getting another building. Extractor. That could go really badly. Slime cannon would be cool. Or a flame cannon. Yeah, I'm cool with the slime cannon because I'm thinking we can position them here and here, firing down these 2 long hallways. That seems really useful. All right, let's play you first. We would like to upgrade our snake nest. Play this boy. Not the skeleton I was hoping for. Play the Tome Keeper, as always. Then upgrade the cursed plinth that does the most attack. And then we get a spear extender that I guess I just put right here to do some damage to these people as they come through they try to open this first gate. And then we get one final cursed plinth in here. Just there for now, just to fire at this other guy as he comes in. Because I don't really have a good play. I guess I could put you here, but that's where my mob is sitting, so I don't know what to do. Let's begin. Let's slow down the time a little bit. That doesn't need to be so fast when they're getting melted that quickly. Did it say that guy had 600 health? He died pretty fast. Do we want another legendary minion, or do we want to get some of the health that we've already lost back? I don't know if I really need another legendary minion. Although, when we get, you know, I'm going to take the health. I was going to say, although when we get to, like, the later heroes, I feel like just having tanky minions that can hold up against some of these guys is actually really helpful. But is that right? Every time each snake nest adds to the total length and damage of the serpent. So there's no downside, I don't think, to having a serpent nest that is just really long. So let's go like this. And then we build you the legendary, the Serpent of Legend. And then I'd like a slime cannon that fires down Main Street. So let's dig you out, and then we put the slime cannon right here, aiming this way. Which will also stun. Stun and slow. How cool. Build, please. All right, let's do it. I think we bounty one of you bozos. You're weaker than everybody else. I guess the downside is he goes into the hole between nests, so maybe you want to give a little bit of space between the two. Although it might not matter, I'm not 100% sure. The gentleman goblin goes to the ball. What? All right, what do we got? When a building defeats a hero, it has a 50% chance of gaining ammo. A lot of our buildings don't really use ammo though, so I don't know if that matters. If no heroes have reached the chest, gain health. I feel like that's constantly our goal. When you gain a goblinoid minion, it's kind of late for that. I think let's go Palermo and then Frankenstein. And then save the rest of our money here. And I want both of you to have the burn is the thing. But what if I swap you with this guy, like that? That seems good. What do you do? More gold? I could get down with that, but I do want to upgrade you guys. Why are you all priority 4? That's so strange. You're only at level 1, so let's upgrade you. Are you just all the same priority? I'm very confused. Like, cause here's where he starts, but why are all of these the same priority? Unknown to me. Let's keep upgrading this cursed plinth. It does great work. Then, honestly, dig this guy out. Use the block appropriately, because this will ram people into that other block. Huzzah, we figured out a good way to use that thing. And then another cursed plinth, which I will place here. And then we begin. Get wrecked by the snake? The snake has destroyed the entire enemy party. Good God, the snake is so strong. I love it. I'm like, part of me doesn't want to add any more minions. I just want to keep adding to my dungeon. Because the snake is kind of like the key to everything. And we already have like a group of minions that haven't even been touched in for who knows how long. So gold ore, an emerald ore gives me another spell. What if we dig this out and then we can kind of force people to go back this way? Sort of. Not really, actually, now that I see what I've done. Although I can dig you out and then place you there. And then you here. Wait a minute. What have I done? How would this work? Yeah, I guess this kind of works. Because then they have to go out and around. And then the only way we'd have to dig out this gold ore, which I would like to actually, because it would do good work. Summoning a skeleton does interest me, just because he would get in the way. I haven't built you yet, so I should actually pull you off of the grid here. Just drop her a thing for a second. The use case for this guy is actually like anywhere you've built a wall would work, or like anywhere that you could put a wall. Like you could build this guy here and ram these other fools into it, just for now, like that. Just to do it. I wonder if you could push people into like a bottomless pit or something. Is that something in the game? All right, let's bounty up these fools. We're gonna hold our soul of ice until the boss fight. Thank you, skeleton, for doing diligent work. Here comes the snake. The portent of doom. Jeez, he does a lot of damage. He's even better than the laser grid. How? I didn't think it was possible. Also, we're farming gold really well too. Things are looking great. Can I select him? Honestly, this should go on the Vampire Lord. Make him like impossible to kill. Replace all build with Rainbow would be good too. Yeah, on Vampire Lord for sure. Make him even tougher. Attuned is interesting. I guess you would put that on just like the skeleton guy because he'll draw a minion. Do I really care about you? I've got one builder guy and one bit. Yeah, I don't think you're all that great. Like, it's fine. If you spent 5 gold on it, I wouldn't yell at you. But I would give you some side eye. The Skellington, we've already upgraded that cursed plinth to the max, so we'll just start working on a second one. Another graveyard does interest me, especially in the zone where we want to hang people up as much as possible. And we've summoned another skeleton friend. I think we hold on to you for a second just because it might be useful to dig a different path when the next hero entrance opens up. And then just for now, we'll spend this guy on this thing, and we could move you later. All right, the heroes and the Underworld Express have entered the fray. I would like to pause you guys when you've gotten to this zone. I was gonna say right when the snake is about to run through your entire team. The hero, the thieves have been destroyed. The Underworld Express is being chewed through. This man has died. The Underworld Express is getting absolutely blasted. Holy cow, the snake is so good! When a minion with Eternal is defeated, return it deployed to the dungeon in the next night phase. So that the guys just never leave the dungeon then. After 3 gates have been opened each day, summon the minion with the highest health. Spells recharge fully at the start of the night phase, so you could use your spells constantly then, which is not bad. And then all dig becomes... Well, that's not that great. All dig becomes rainbow. I guess it would give you 2 rainbow boys. I think I'm interested in Alchemist. That's awesome. Especially if we can start upgrading our spells. That would be nice. All right, Infamy 3. Here we go. We got the wizard at the end. Not so bad. All right, let's go building plan. What do we want? powered. I don't really... Let's reroll. We got some money to burn. Release skeletal arms hitting all heroes in range. When upgraded, convert a random rock to a catacomb wall. What does a catacomb wall do? I'm not sure. And it is interesting, so I'm going to try it. Partly because I could put you here. Actually, that's great placement, because you'll just, like, run into wherever everything else we build. If we could chunk out this emerald ore, which we'll do right now, for healing 50 and permanently gain max health, sure. Use that as often as you can. So then we build the catacomb wall right here. When upgraded, convert a random rock to... Oh, so you build more and more catacomb walls. That's cool. Neat. I never even thought of something like that. Let's keep building graveyards just to gum up the works in this zone of doom. And then keep it on. All right, hold the phone. Healing wave, just to upgrade everybody's HP. We would like to summon a bounty on this dude by himself. And then we would like to stun the squad when they get over here. Get stunned. The wizard is attempting to teleport himself to safety, and that didn't work out. Dude, we're just gonna keep using this forever on these guys, and they're gonna get so tanky. Select a minion to retire. I don't know if I need to do that, so let's just get another spell. And then we can get a legendary minion, because we'll actually have maxed out our spells, which is wild. Sure, let's get burn. I don't know if I want or I necessarily need 2 bounties, because we're getting so much gold that I don't even know if it would matter. So let's go catacomb wall. Part of me wondered about that, is if the catacomb wall was gonna upgrade just like a random stone wall anywhere and it wasn't gonna matter. It's funny. Now, we could kind of think about digging back here and forcing them to go around this way. Now, you take 3 to dig out, and you take 2 to dig out, so it could be a while before we can access this zone back here, because we can't move this guy, unfortunately. But it's a good place back here if we can force them to go this way, so we'll keep that in our back pocket for now. And then we have one more skeleton graveyard that we can summon. So we will do so. And we got a guy. Cool. And then I'm going to hold on to you for now. Next wave. All right. Upgrade. Bounty on the lone. Oh, he's tanky. Jeez. Oh my god. Can I get this wizard at the back? Kind of gamed it. Get you guys burning. Get stunned. The snake comes through. These guys are gaining HP rapidly. Come on, snake, do your best. You gotta come back, snake. You gotta come back, snake. They're so close to dying. Okay. Whew. Yes, the snake is goated. Let's give me a legendary minion here. What do we got? I want to take the chunkiest boy, I think. Just anybody who can hold up the enemy as much as possible. Yeah, we don't have any goblins, but I'm taking the big troll. That's all that matters. Put him to work in that spot right there. 2 builder boys. Well, we can use you and you to dig out the sapphire, which gets me another building. I guess we'll do mounted crossbow, just because it can aim more. It's an aimed building, that I should say. Yeah, because what would be the idea here is eventually we would move you out of the way. It would force them to go this direction around the place, and then we would just shift things kind of that direction, I suppose. Although it does take them away from our cursed plinth. Maybe we'd want to dig out like the emerald ore and then force them around and then up here. That's a possibility, because then it brings them right back in where they were before. And we don't need another spell, but it's interesting to think about. Another slime cannon would be good too, just to slow people down. Actually, just like up here to slow these guys down, just to keep them separate from each other. And then we got another cursed plinth here. Perfect. Phase start. Upgrade these boys. We would like to bounty up that wizard back there. I'd like to burn these fools. Now that they aren't like exclusively paladins, they're losing quite a lot of health dramatically. This guy teleporting all over the damn map. I think he was actually doing more damage to himself because he's teleporting himself into buildings that apply burn. So that was quite a choice. All right, 3 more waves to go. I think we're looking pretty good here. Tools for our guys. Draw a minion if you assign for an upgrade. Another minion to gain another 100% or 100 HP is awesome. Select a minion to retire. I don't necessarily feel like I need to do that. I think it's going to be this guy because we use him almost exclusively as an upgrade guy because we have so many buildings that take multiple double upgrades, like all these graveyard things. But I think it's just upgrading the snake nest. It's too strong. More cursed plinths, please. And then we summon that guy. More cursed plinths, please. Oh. Wrong dude. Why? I keep selecting the wrong guy. And then, honestly, just another one. And now we can think about the plan to dig out back here. I'm gonna skip you just because I like the spells I have. So I think the last thing we need to do to make this a reality here is we need to dig this out, and then we can shift you over and then move you out of the way, so then they have to go around and then back up. Until we do that, though, I'm gonna hold on to this extra guy here, though. Oops. Begin! Okay, I gotta slow time down just so I can get a good shot of the snake. He's gonna be coming back any second now. The Snake Lord destroys all. There he goes. He's beautiful. Kind of intimidating looking. I love it. All right, speed up time again. But pause real quick because I want to cast a healing wave to boost these guys, and then I want to randomly buff one of these weak dudes in the middle, and then burn all y'all. And then stun all of y'all because you've stacked up on top of each other. There we go. Snake wrecks everybody. It's so good. I don't really need a minion for anything, but we'll go uncommon, and then honestly, I'll probably skip it. Ooh, I do love a Gorgon. When assigned, it gains a level of stunning blow. All right, Gorgon is hired. That is acceptable. Because applying stunning blow to... Oh, I can't upgrade this building anymore. Fudge. Well, how about the catacomb wall? So you upgrade the catacomb wall, added hypnotic gaze, and then you assign the librarian. Nice. It's a non useless building. Weapon supply, sure. And then we move... Where do we move you? I guess over here, because I'd rather have a spear building over here than a push building. Like, yeah. Oh, upgrade. And upgrade. Great news. We're feeling groovy. You can dig in here. I'll hold on to you for now. All right, second to last wave. I'm gonna boost one of these bozos back here. They don't all, none of them look particularly strong. We heal our bros to make them even stronger. We burn the entirety of the enemy party. I'm gonna hold on to the stun for a half second here. There we go. Stun the whole squad, get them burnt, get them snaked. You're dead. Oh, I forgot to seal off the wall. Wait a minute. I think I've screwed something up with how I built that little segment. Yes. Go away, Lorath. I don't need to hear your life story. When a melee minion is deployed, it gains Electrify 1. I don't really need to select all tiles. That is interesting. Because we do have a lot of undead creatures. And then we might as well take you too. Because it's the last thing before the fight. I see what's happened here. I thought I could move. Whoops. Well, I guess we'll just move you over here. Because there's no way I can seal you and make them go around that way. That's my bad. It didn't change anything really because they were still taking the original path around. Like the only way I could force them this way is if I dug this out and then I moved this, like I replaced this with a wall, but I'd have to dig out both the rock and the gold ore and the silver ore to get that far, which is a tall order. Although maybe we can circumvent things by going out and around. It's possible. Hold the phone. So you go there. Because you... Oh. Can I not build there? Yes. You summon me a minion. You summoned yourself. How is that possible? First assigned to... So I assume you can't redraw somebody. That would be... bonkers. Another grabby, grab handsy. Dig. Move. Move? No. We need to move you here. We need to move you here. Aha! Now they're going around the long way. Wonderful. And then what? we have some more magical boys, but we don't have any magical buildings. So I guess I'll just upgrade you, and then I will deploy one of you, because I don't have anybody else to work with. Actually, I might as well deploy both of you, because isn't this the final battle? I think so. Here he comes, Lorath the Magnificent. Begin. All right, the Paladins, I think, are a major threat. So anything we can do to... I'm gonna hold on to this for a sec, because you might be important when Lorath gets over there. Yeah, burn this squad. Stun the squad so the snake goes through you again. They're getting a lot farther than I thought they would. Go, skeletons. Here, slow down time. The snake is the goat. He's the key. I don't know if he's gonna be able to stop Lorath, though. you know, stopping him in this zone is good news because he's getting stunned repeatedly by this cursed plinth. So if we can keep him in that zone, it's going to be a bare knuckle brawl here because our boys are going to be fighting him to the death. Thank you, Snake. All right, he's over half of his HP gone. He did erase the zombie lord. Oh, my guy. Is he past the snake? I don't know if he got hit by the snake or not. Maybe? The vampire lord holding him in place, though, might be the key to everything here. It's a titanic struggle of epic proportions. I think we've got him, though. I don't think the snake is hitting him. He is getting electrified every time he gets vampire batted, though. We're the victor. All praise the level 4 vampire lord. That went so well. Also, the super snake was great. Super Snake was awesome at clearing the basic mob heroes. Not super good for dealing with the hero. You kind of have to build your run around both things. Is you need to stop the little guys from overrunning your defenses, but you also need somebody who can just like duke it out with the main hero because they just have so much HP. Well, that was great. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We're gonna run it back one more time, or you know, however many times it takes us to beat the game on heroic. Lose a gold. Ooh, okay, so even more punishment when they get to the chest. All right, we're gonna run it back. We're gonna try to take it on heroic. We'll see, you know, if we can do that next run, or maybe I'll rage quit. Who knows? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of things like Underground Security Inc. or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. And if you're already a subscriber and you want to look for ways to support the channel, additionally, you should look at the memberships. Because I would love to run a members only series once we get some more people in there. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one, everybody. Bye-bye.